of football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Huskers will kick it away to start us off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield, it's Navarro. Complete to the left. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hendricks. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. The football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Nebraska's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. You know, a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Keeps it on the draw. Got the first down and more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Cornhuskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Colandrea. Finds his big tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. New set of downs after the completion. QB draw. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback running on the draw. Ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Pearson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. Fighting off the defender. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You could see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Nebraska.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Let's go! Let's go!
He'll do it himself on the draw. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeps it on the draw. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries to do it himself on the draw. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He's got it and still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pearson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Oh, he's got some space. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To throw, it's Navarro. Got him downfield. Off to the races to the right. The 20. Inside. Touchdown, Ohio. He got a step and just dusted the field. Looking for the time with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Huskers moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Wants to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Colandrea. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The extra point, the score is now 21-14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Pearson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on his slant.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Back to pass. It's Navarro. And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. They stop him almost immediately. In there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on it. He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. So now it's 2nd and long. QB draw. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Punts it out of the air. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Pearson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. When the offense has had enough, they'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bobcats will boot it away to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Leaves it with the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Quarterback running on the draw. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Motion from the back. With jet sweep pass. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Got enough for the 1st. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
He'll do it himself on the draw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Cornhuskers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Colandrea. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Huskers will try to pick it up on 4th down. Keeps it on the draw. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quick handoff. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Scanning the field, it's Navarro. Pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And the Huskers line it up with a 1st and goal. On the option. The pitch. Looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. The option look. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal at the 1. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few.
And I tell you what, you find the hole. Goodness gracious, when you got defensive linemen that get in the backfield that quickly, and the quarterback's trying to sneak the ball quick.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nebraska! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but and sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. Pressure coming. Firing deep. Brings it down on the right side. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Bobcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with their route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Colandrea. Looking to the big tight end. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Pearson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Navarro. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Number 7.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
QB draw. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Rushes on him. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They've got enough time to get another score, but they have to get the ball back on this onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do that...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to pass. Right on target this time. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking for a man. It's Navarro. Here's a throw downfield late. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting room as that could be a costly play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He might want another play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
He'll pitch it, finding an escape route. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.